Tournament continues with the Midwest Regional semifinal between the #4 North Carolina Tar Heels and the #1 Vanderbilt Commodores at 9:30 Eastern on the Deuce. Then at 11:30 Eastern time over on ESPN, the Texas Tech Red Raiderettes go up against #1 Oklahoma. #1 Oklahoma? No, not necessarily here in Albany. It's #1 Minnesota. And their man, Ryan Lewis, at 133 pounds, to move into period 2 of their match with no score against Johnny Thompson from Oklahoma State.
And Thompson, beautiful stand-up, up right away. Nearly got a takedown. Lewis counters. He's now trying to turn the corner on the arm of Thompson, but no points. They're back to the standing position. Lots of action, only 1 point to show for it.
Thompson's record 36-2, wrestled more matches this year than Lewis, but Lewis impressive, undefeated.
And a beautiful snap down by Lewis, knocking Thompson down, but he wasn't able to take advantage of it. But you might put that in the memory bank, come back to it later.
The second period 2 minutes long, the third period 2 minutes long. Very little action in the first period. Thompson.
The longer this match goes, the more it favors Lewis. Lewis with a takedown. Working hard on top of the half Nelson, but he's going to run out of time probably.
Look at the strength in the upper body of Ryan Lewis from Minnesota, how he's smothering his opponent. However, there's Thompson trying to complete the reversal, can't do it.
Oh, he's got Lewis on his back with no points. 2 for the reversal. Oh, they're going to give 2 back points. Chuck Yagla, the referee on the mat, counted 2 in the danger position. 4-point move for Johnny Thompson.
Crowd doesn't like this one, Jeff. Nor does John Smith, the head coach from Oklahoma State.
Just yelled, stay tough in there. Points can come in heaps, and a mistake by Lewis there, wound up on his back. Thompson now, with that escape by Lewis, it's 5-3, and Thompson in on the leg, but now Lewis has an opportunity to score. You can see how Thompson is stretched out, Adrian. That's all the difference when you counter. You're not as strong when you're stretched out. You become vulnerable, and Lewis is trying to get around the corner.
Shouldn't say John Smith doesn't like the points, but he's just a very demanding man, and he thought that his wrestler Thompson at 133 had Lewis dead to rights. Jay Robinson, the head coach from Minnesota.
The main object in wrestling is to pin your opponent. Get them on their back and stick them. It ends the match. It doesn't matter what the score was.
So quickly things can change. Here's where he picked up the 2 paints. Look at his strength and speed.
Lewis got what we call being a little high on your opponent, over the top, and Thompson took full advantage. And there, you don't coach that. That is unique individual talent that did that for Johnny Thompson. Picked up that back point, a 4-point move, jumped out into the lead.
We're back in live time. Lewis, the #1 ranked 133-pound wrestler in the nation, is down by 2 points and on his hands and knees. Johnny Thompson from Oklahoma State trying to hang on to a slim 2-point lead.
Now
Lewis desperate now.
Lewis looking to counter, get out of legs, turn around here and try to catch him on his back. He might now get some back points. But it looks like just an escape out of all that movement.
Give him 1.
And there, all that motion, you said in the open how difficult and how little you get for all the work you do. Well, there it was. Lewis did all that work. He came up with no points. Now Thompson with a front headlock. Let's see if he's able to use this hold to score some points.
70 seconds left for Ryan Lewis, down by 1 point, #1 in the nation. Looking for a national title. Add more to Minnesota's overall team lead.
And a minute to go. Minnesota fans want a stall call.
No points outside the circle. Now time for John Smith and his athlete, Johnny Thompson.
Johnny.
Pat Smith, the only 4-time NCAA champion in college history, but he did have 5 losses along with his 121 wins. But he is right now the most unique wrestler in the United States. He's the only one to have done it to this point.
Johnny, you gotta shoot.
Johnny, you gotta shoot. Johnny, you can win this match. That from Pat Smith and his brother John with 50 seconds left now. and his wrestler Thompson on top by only 1 point.
The reason he told him to shoot is don't settle for just defensive wrestling. Stay aggressive. Don't shut it down too quick.
In other words, shoot for the knees, shoot for the ankles, get underneath Ryan Lewis, which is what he's done here now.
Lewis looking to try to stretch him out and break the grip, but unable to do so. And perhaps that's Thompson's best thing, is to get in on his legs and just hang on. Lewis is having a problem breaking the lock of Johnny Thompson. Thompson being able to kill the clock underneath his opponent. Oh, and there's a chance. If Lewis could turn the corner.
What a lift this is going to be for Oklahoma State. This would be a huge upset if Ryan Lewis. No points. Oklahoma State pulls the 1-point episode over Ryan Lewis. Congratulations to John Smithborn. They sweat that one out. A disappointed Jay Robinson. He had to think Ryan Lewis was going to be at least a 3 to 4 point winner in this match. A disappointed Ryan Lewis on the match. How about Johnny Thompson? I thought he had injured the inside of his left knee when they took that timeout with about 21 seconds left to go. But he didn't just hang on, Jeff. He came back very aggressive.
Whatever ailed him, he came back very focused after that timeout. He did not give up a mistake. That perhaps the difference in this match was Ryan Lewis making a mistake, leading to a 4-point move. And right at the end here, Lewis tried to step over Thompson, put the heels in and try to clamp him on his back, but Thompson very good at countering, great balance, able to get back to his knees, hang onto the leg, kill the clock, win the championship.
Hugs for both John and Pat Smith. Probably the first family of wrestling for Johnny Thompson, the national champion at 133.
Coach, we're fine.